So I wonder if this is going to even be better for future properties investment from HBO into A Song of Ice and Fire content. And season 2 crushes because in comparison, there's nothing else out there. Like, I'm wondering if this writer strike might be beneficial for people that are fans of this universe. Great news for House of the Dragon Season 2. I don't know, Gator, if you know, but there's a little bit of a writer strike going on within Hollywood right now. And
a little bit of one.
It's going to be affecting, all of the people talking about it, analysts talking about this writer strike. It's going to be affecting a lot of not really content right now because it's already in the can, but content coming out in the next year and a half. However, good news for House of the Dragon. According to Variety, the scripts have all been finished and will not affect the filming for season 2 of House of the Dragon.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't want any sort of delays. We already had to wait 2 years for this thing, which, dude, when they announced that it was going to be a 2-year delay, man, I mean, I'm all for it because then we'll actually get like a quality content. I don't think they need to rush anything because season 1 and dude, we know, you and me both think it was so good. So I don't want anything rushed, but the fact that this thing could have been pushed off another year, possibly 2 because of this writer's strike. Yeah, thank God. I think so. Andor, we're huge fans of Andor on this channel. And the same thing is true of that. The scripts are done for Andor season 2. So both of these shows, if I could pick any 2 shows to survive the strike or whatever, these would be the 2. So yeah, great news. And real quick, like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, comment down below. It helps us out a lot.
But also with House of the Dragon, I do think there's going to possibly be another comparison test that we're going to get with season 2 of House of the Dragon that we got with season 1 of House of the Dragon. Season 1, we got Rings of Power, like the massive, horrible shit heap that was next to House of the Dragon. House of the Dragon was good. I really liked it.
Amazing,
but it looks like a shining city on a hill compared to Rings of Power. So I wonder if this is going to even be better for future properties investments from HBO into A Song of Ice and Fire, George R. R. Martin written content, if he looks at House of Dragon and season 2 crushes because in comparison, there's nothing else out there. Like, I'm wondering if this writer strike might be beneficial for people that are fans of this universe.
I think so too. And I hope, dude, I mean, listen, I hated Rings of Power season 1. Everybody hated it. I don't even think you finished it, which makes total sense. Why would you? Don't ever finish it. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah. That's good for you. Whatever. I hope that season 2 comes out at the same time. I hope that show is delayed season 2 and we get to see the comparison yet again. And I hope it's equally as polarized, right? Like House of the Dragon looking so good by comparison, because it can only help. And the more good publicity this gets, especially in the way that they're doing it, the better it's going to get. Because I think if House of the Dragon for some reason had a little floppy season 2 or whatever, it didn't go over as well, that could lead to maybe the writing changing directions. And I don't think this would happen because this is like me not believing in the stability of viewers or whatever. But if the quality was the same as season 1 and we just didn't have something super shitty like Rings of Power to compare it to, maybe it wouldn't come off as good and the writing staff would feel the need to change it because they didn't get as high of praise as last time. I don't know. That's probably me being paranoid, but I hope we get a comparative show that's terrible just like last time.
I don't know if the official number for their budget increased. I feel like it should increase from season 1 to season 2 because of the success of it. But there's going to be, I think there's only 8 episodes for season 2, which is like, I want all the episodes possible. But they also said they're going to do, I believe, 3 seasons. And if you listen to Fire and Blood, I'm not going to any spoilers, but if you just listen to Fire and Blood with Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, what they're based off of, I don't know how you can do 3 seasons of it. There's just so much going on in like the middle part that you could kind of sum it up with just random cuts to like the results of battles versus actually showing them. But so there's so much epicness. I feel like they can fast forward a lot through it and hit the what do you want to say, the bullet points of it. But there's so much there you could make an epic story if only just showed everything.
I agree. I thought for a second you were saying, I don't know how they're going to do 3 seasons. There's not nearly enough content.
No,
it's the reverse. No. Yeah, it's the reverse. I agree. It's the reverse. And what's good about that though, too, like you said, there's a lot of content, but it's actually really condensed and summarized content. So this is like a writer's wet dream, I think, in a way, because they have actually so much freedom and room to roll. Unlike in Game of Thrones, where there was actually a ton of detail in the source material, and all they had to do was wait and not add their own stuff, and that's the reason why it ultimately, went off the rails. But this is kind of the reverse. There's nothing to like. They already expanded and changed so much in season 1, but it worked because we weren't, that wasn't backpedaling. Not backpedaling. What am I trying to say? That wasn't backpacking off of some 7 or 6 seasons of something that was so focused, So I think that this is like I said, a writer's wet dream. So I don't know. I totally agree.
Well, they're not having wet dreams right now because they're not allowed on set. And even Ryan Condal, who's the showrunner, and he's actually a big part of season 1, why it was so successful. He's the showrunner for season 2 as well. He is he does write and rewrites for the show at some point, but because of the writer's strike, he's not allowed to do any sort of editing while on set. He's strictly in a non-writing. Yeah, so he can produce and do all these other because the guy probably wears how many different hats on set, right? He's probably also the boomstick guy too, right? But he
deep stick, the boomstick one throater.
But because there's not going to be any issues with the writer strike hitting the set of season 2 House of Dragon, at least with their initial scripts, I wonder if there's be some possible, could there be like a moops situation on
mischievousness?
No, well, there's one, there's malicious. 2, there's like error where Matt Smith is looking at a line and goes, moops. Isn't it supposed to be Moors? He's like, you can't rewrite it. You have to say it right. What it says is, well, it's supposed to be Moors.
All right, moops. Yeah, ruins the show.
I know. So they have to say all things because some guy made some error. Like this one writer, dude, Jason just ruined everything. He spelled everything wrong, but we can't re-edit it. We can't rewrite it until later.
Listen, no joke. From a union perspective, I understand the way these unions function when they're about to go on strike. So if these writers knew they were going to go on strike while writing this script, wouldn't surprise me if they sabatage some shit. And I don't know. Wait, so is everybody restricted from writing, or is it just the showrunner?
Just a show. Well, I don't know the ins and outs of how much you can actually edit anything because of contractual obligations for these different guilds and associations. But all I know is Ryan Condal cannot do any rewriting on it because
maybe the actors can.
That guild. Yeah, maybe the actors. In there. Yeah, what if he can't re-edit it, but he's trying to, because what's the difference between giving somebody direction versus rewriting? Because what if the director's like, how about you try it again? Okay, well, he's not telling me what to do. He just wants me to keep doing it over and over, but he can't tell me exactly what it is. Like some fucking weird game.
Try it again with different words. Not those words. Not quite those words. So he can manipulate his way to a different script. I think he can. I'm confident in this guy.
What is the worst thing they could probably put in the script that they'd have to shoot on screen that they get, maybe not the worst, but something just so sinister enough that you could get away with something on set? Could someone and then Daemon Targaryen takes a massive shit in the middle of the courtroom or the throne room or something. I'm trying to think of the
something something totally or undermines the main plot of the show, Daemon's secret bastard child, Varmint Targaryen, comes in and he has the rightful claim, kills Aegon, kills Otto Hightower. No, and then Otto Hightower has a secret grandson to Spot Hightower, and these two rule Westeros as a gay couple. Varmint Targaryen and Spot Hightower.
Daemon Targaryen looks straight into the camera, breaks character, and says, I endorse this political figure in the United States politics.
Holy shit.
Can you imagine? And we can't rewrite it. We got to do it.
Yeah, wrap it, film it, send it off to HBO Plus. Or not HBO Plus, HBO Now.
No, do you know what it is now? It's just going to be called Max with the new Discovery HBO merger.
It's just called Max.
Called Max. Yeah.
Not a fan.
Listen, if your name's Max, that's low T. Unsubscribe to the channel.
Unsubscribe from the channel, yes. 1X or 2Xs, don't care.
Well, let us know if you are excited about season 2 of House of Dragon, because I think some people are kind of, probably most people watching this are excited about it, but
better be.
Yeah. Well, let us know what you think about the writer's strike. Give us your most politically charged take on it. Smash that like button and subscribe if you want to see more content like this.